Hello everyone. In this video, we will trace the journey of the fairly popular game series, Icy Tower. But before we dive in, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. Icy Tower is a free platform game produced by the Free Lunch design team in 2001 and was written in the C language using the Allegro library, a library for creating 2D and 3D games, which was once used for the popular fighting game engine named Mugen. Let's go back a few years. What inspired the creators to make Icy Tower? Here's the answer. A significant inspiration for Icy Tower was another game released a few years earlier in 1997 called X-Jump, or Falling Tower. Probably only a few of you have heard of it, and it's no surprise, as this title was released for Unix-like systems, primarily for Linux, many years ago. Now, let's discuss the gameplay. Players control a character named Harold, who tries to climb as high as possible by jumping on platforms, all while avoiding falling off, which results in a loss. As the game progresses, the screen's scrolling speed increases, making the game more challenging. To earn more points, players can execute jump combinations and bounces known as combos. The bigger the combo, the more points a player earns for each jump. The game features many different levels and backgrounds which players can unlock by achieving specific scores. Icy Tower stands out for its simple yet engaging gameplay mechanics and its distinctive graphics and sound. While the game is easy to learn, achieving really high scores demands precision and experience. The original game has seen several releases, with the latest being version 5.1, released just over 10 years ago. Each version introduced gradual improvements and features, such as character changes or the ability to choose starting platforms after unlocking them. Icy Towers allows players to personalize the game's appearance using special modifications called mods. These can bring about aesthetic or functional changes. With some mods, players can achieve higher scores by eliminating distracting elements, like the clock or varying step types. One of the most esteemed mods is Retro Tower, which transforms the game graphics into a monochromatic black and white palette. Although mods have been created for different versions of Icy Tower, they often are not compatible due to differences in the graphical file structures of each game version. In 2007, Free Lunch Design announced a collaboration with Zendex Entertainment to port Icy Tower to mobile platforms. In 2008, Icy Tower Mobile was released. Due to mobile platform limitations, this version lacked some features familiar from the desktop version, such as sharing game replays online or changing built-in characters. As an interesting tidbit, it's worth noting that in 2008, a holiday-themed spin-off of the series titled Harold's Hills was released. The main character from Icy Tower this time controls a sled sliding down a hill, with his objective being to collect presents and glide over the rooftops of houses. In 2009, Free Lunch Design showcased a beta version of Icy Tower for Facebook, an adaptation of the classic Icy Tower game for the Adobe Flash platform. This version was adapted to Facebook's social features, allowing players to compare scores with friends, customize characters, and unlock additional features using tokens earned during gameplay. However, it did not have a game replay recording feature. In 2012, another installment aimed at the mobile market, Icy Tower Jump, was released. It was a slightly more expanded version of the previous mobile edition. In November 2012, the sequel to the iconic game, Icy Tower 2, was initially developed for iOS. An Android version followed soon after. The game's popularity skyrocketed, with over 1 million downloads within days of its release. 2 thematic sequels were later released, Icy Tower 2 Zombie Jump and Icy Tower 2 Temple Jump, mainly differing in visuals. An interesting tidbit is that Icy Tower enthusiasts created unofficial game versions for the Nintendo DS and PlayStation Portable. In 2013 and 2015, ports of the classic versions were released for the Android platform under the names Icy Tower Classic and Retro. These are quite faithful adaptations of the game, with the retro version more closely resembling the older Icy Tower versions in terms of graphics. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I once again encourage you to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment about how you remember this series. Until next time.